Bulgur is whole wheat, yellow-colored product that's pre-cooked, dried, slightly scoured, pounded or grounded. It is referred to as the first meals processed through man. Rice is the main meals for approximately more than one-half of world's population. Despite the regular development of meals industry, each of them are widely utilized in today's competitive cuisine. They are recommended via elder contributors of family as well as by using nutritionists. Which functions make a contribution to their massive and growing usage? In an effort to discover the answer, we gained insight into scientific components and discovered comparative benefits and disadvantages of them. Nutritional content comparison. From the very start, it is important to factor out that although bulgur is a pre-cooked product, it preserves all nutritional components because of its unique processing. And, considering the fact that we devour bulgur and rice cooked, all of the comparative information beneath is outlined in step with this state. As indicated inside the facts set out below, rice wins with lower sugars, sodium, in a few increase with lower price. On the opposite hand, bulgur contains big amount of fiber, also is rich in protein and slow-releasing carbs. Vitamins comparison. What about nutrients? It is plain from charts underneath that bulgur is richer in vitamins, in particular in vitamin B3 and vitamin B6. However, at the identical time, rice contains higher folic acid, B9, which is essentially absent in bulgur. Minerals comparison. In phrases of minerals content material, bulgur wins arms on. According to the charts of evaluation, bulgur is extremely rich in magnesium and phosphorus, and to a lesser extent, with copper, potassium, iron and zinc, while they nearly non-existent in rice. It follows logically from what has been said that in dietary content contrast bulgur may be taken into consideration. The title holder. That is why it is extensively endorsed by nutritionists and dietitians. Consumption comparison. There are numerous reasons for great use of bulgur and rice. We decided to emphasize some of them. From a number of the many global problems, starvation remains a venture no matter the growing development in a wide range of areas. That is why meals aid plays a vital element in many emergency and developmental programs. Bulgur is a completely appropriate product for meals resource, because of its dietary and practical properties. Despite the much less content of nutrients and minerals, rice is generally used as a meals aid product as well. These merchandise are healthier and cheaper. Low in LDL cholesterol and high in protein and fiber, bulgur can assist satisfy your hunger without adding pounds and forestalls obesity, which makes it one of the preferable products of dietitians. On the other hand, rice every now and then is diagnosed as unhealthy, rich in carbohydrates. From this point, allow us to smoothly move to fitness impact. Health impact. Bulgur is better in vitamins B1, B3 and B6, which make a contribution to proper characteristic of the fearful system, the metabolism, offer us with the essential energy. On the alternative hand, rice is wealthy in folic acid, B9, that is very essential for potential parents, because it plays a wonderful role in a right formation of germ cells. It decreases the extent of homocysteine within the blood, high levels of which result in damage of blood vessels and formation of atherosclerotic plaques. Besides, it is critical for improvement of embryo's brain, especially during the primary trimester of pregnancy. Bulgur is rich in fiber we want for healthful digestive tract, cardiovascular system. It improves blood sugar control. According to the Take a Look at 1, published in April 2017, that assesses an exposure threat for potentially poisonous elements, private, in rice and bulgur, assessment of the decided concentrations to be had general degrees and the tiers reported inside the literature discovered that cadmium, cobalt, and plumbum in rice might be of concern. The results of this have a look at showed that health risks associated with private exposure via bulgur consumption are lower than the ones of rice. According to another Take a Look at 3, published in December 2013, rice contains more arsenic concentrations, 160 plus or minus 38 nanograms per gram, than bulgur, which end result in dangers of cancer and coronary heart disease. Historical background. Bulgur conversion is an ancient system that originated within the Anatolia, the Middle East and the Mediterranean. It became a favored dish of the armies of the Mongol Emperor Genghis Khan. In approximately 2800 BC, the Chinese Emperor Shen Nung declared it one of 5 sacred plants in conjunction with rice, millet, barley and soybeans. Biblical references indicate that it changed into organized through historical Babylonians, Hittites and Hebrew populations some 4,000 years ago, and Arab, Israeli, Egyptian, and Roman civilizations report ingesting dried cooked wheat as early as 1000 BC. What about the rice? There is an extended debate, 5, around the origins of rice. Some archaeologists declare that rice originated from South Principal China, others argue that in step with proof rice owes its origin to India. Both of them can be dated back to approximately 5000 BC. Today Chinese especially dedicate one of the days of New Year festivals to rice. Storing and preparation time due to particular processing technology and cooking operations. Bulgur as proof against mold contamination, to formation of larvae and bug attacks. According to studies, bulgur remains very proper up to 6 months at 370 C. Shelf lifestyles of rice relies upon on different kinds. Most of rice kinds have an indefinite shelf life, except for brown rice. Given that it smiles an entire natural grain, its better oil content spoils it easily than other sorts. White rice, by using contrast, may be kept almost for indeterminate periods because of its low moisture content. Both of them ought to be stored in air-tight bins in a groovy and dry place. In phrases of education time, bulgur again wins. As its miles already partly cooked, it needs a completely little time for education, despite the fact that in a few dishes it does not need cooking at all. On the other hand, despite the fact that rice requires extra time for cooking, the exact time relies upon on rice type. Summary: thus, to sum up, bulgur is better in fiber and protein in dietary evaluation than rice. In mineral content, bulgur is absolutely the winner too, particularly due to phosphorus and magnesium. Bulgur is also higher in nutrients, except for the folic acid, B9, that is higher in rice. Both of them are widely used in food aid programs because of their nutrients, affordability and shelf time. On the other hand, a few elements, found out in particular in rice, can lead to serious diseases, consisting of cancer and heart pathologies. The very last desire is yours. Your text here.